really don't need anything too special right now.
Okay, you're on.
I'm on? Okay, we'll start in 3, 2, 1. Hey, welcome to the 48-hour film project for
Morning After.
Oh, gonna restart. Burp. Sorry, my bad. My name is AC Bryant. On social media, I'm on Instagram. You can find me at _AC.B_. I will be the interviewer and the behind the scenes guy. That's pretty much all you need to know about me.
Camera?
No, there.
Do I sit right here? Oh, okay. I didn't want it to be like a 3. I have a headache.
Okay. Yeah, we're rolling.
Okay. So, welcome to the interview. Is this your first interview?
This is my first interview.
Okay.
Am I looking at you?
Is it? Okay, yeah, you're looking at me.
Alright.
What's your name?
My name is Rod Hobbs.
Rod Hobbs? Okay.
Charles Luke.
My name is Kayla Sweeney.
Max.
Max? No.
Ruben Aranda.
Edwin Flores.
My name is Colton Stewart.
Dakota.
Mia Rosales.
If I wanted to find you on social media, where would I go?
If you wanted to find Rod Hobbs on social media, you can find me on Instagram. I think it's Hobbs Jr. Hobbs_Jr. And my YouTube channel, Hobbs Films.
Instagram at Charles P. Luke at. Oh, that's it.
Instagram, most definitely. Kayla JS, Kayla JS.
You can't.
Just go to Instagram at Mr.selfdestruct.exe.
Instagram or Twitter. Alt+F4.
Snapchat, Facebook. Facebook, just look up Colton Stewart. Snapchat, it's just Colton_Stewart.
You go on Instagram, Lil_Thicklet.
You would go to Instagram. My ad would be Baymouse.
What was your role?
My role here at our shoot is all of the above, if not with everybody else. But no, realistically, my role here, I've kind of taken on the producer role, making sure everything moves smoothly and understanding that we have absolutely no time.
Okay, okay.
Was the director, but I was sharing that role with Ruben and Rod, and also DP. But again, we also kind of switched around, primarily DP. But yeah, it was more of a versatile kind of position with everyone. Everyone was doing everything,
It was all around the place. I helped to write, produce the main story, but my main role, I was in the film. I played Reese, who is kind of a bad influence, but wants to be seen and heard in a way.
Alright, so like an angsty teenager?
Yeah,
Just a normal one?
pretty
Okay.
much.
In this project, I'm doing everything sound.
Everything sound? Okay, so you're the sound
Everything
guy.
we do is sound.
Alrighty.
I was just invited as as a PA, I guess, or just to supervise the whole project, but I ended up becoming director, writer, and now editor.
Mostly just move around equipment, help them with ideas, and a little bit of editing here and there.
My main role was pretty much set design and acting. I set up all the party scenes, let everyone come here. This was a little home base, so we can do all of our work and stuff. And then acting wise, I was like one of the main party goers, and just one of the assholes.
All right.
My role was composer. So I composed the music, the sound effects, basically all the auditorial stuff besides them talking, really.
All right. And as the same as me, you kind of did a little documenting as well.
I did a little documenting, a little behind the scenes action. I played an extra on some of the parts as well. Yeah.
I was an actress.
Okay. What part did you play?
I was playing Anna.
Anna. Okay. Who is Anna?
She is kind of a ghost in this film. She's like trying to like kind of wake up Reese and like get her to notice what she's done.
Okay.
Realize what she's done.
Is this 48-hour project kind of daunting for you?
This is intense. I'm starting to get a sore throat. If you can't tell. This is intense. I love it though, and I love the challenge, and I know I'm really excited to look back at it. When you do your projects and stuff, and you just running ragged, but it's the feeling of sitting down on the couch and watching the final product, or in this instance, going to the premiere with all of these amazing people that have spent 48 plus hours, and they're not getting paid for it to be here today. To make it, spending the time with them and to go see that premiere, that's going to be really rewarding.
Well, I definitely knew going into it that I was going to be tired and restless, and I knew that I was going to get no sleep, and that was like my least concern though. It was challenging, and we're still editing right now, and I'm kind of worried because there's about like 4 or 5 hours left, but I am not nervous, and I wasn't nervous at all until like when I first heard about it, because I was like, this is a lot. Like making a film in 48 hours is scary. Like it's not impossible, but it could be. So I was nervous up until the date came. Closer it got, I was like, I'm more excited about it now. So
Would you say that you were ready for it?
as ready as I can be. There's not too much you can prepare for in this type of setting, especially when you're given a time limit and you don't know what genre that you have to get in. You don't know the line and the prop and the character occupation that you're getting, and so it's like you can't write too much and you can't plan too much, but you can plan as much as possible. And so that's what I think went down.
I was absolutely anxious. Yeah, 100%. More so than like any other thing that I'd really done before.
Why?
Because I've worked on films for months with Charles, and to work on a film in 48 hours sounded like an impossible task. But
How do you feel about it now?
I feel a lot better now, honestly, which was very, very surprising to me. Yeah, it just feels a lot better. It feels like it's working a lot better than I expected, and it's a good thing.
Alrighty.
Well, at first I was a little nervous because of the whole 48-hour thing and how the hell we're gonna do this, and I've never worked with these guys before. But it started like I started getting more confident as time passed by, and I started working with them, and I actually knew how they worked. I was like, okay, this is gonna be easy peasy.
Alright, yeah, so 48-hour deadline is kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
So, how did you hear about this project?
They legit just told me, like, and one time when we were talking, hey, you want to hop into this 48-hour thing? And that's how I knew about it. And, I mean, I knew it beforehand about, like, people talking about the 48-hour thing and, like, conference and stuff, but I actually never dove deep into it until now. Actually, like, on the first day on set is when I heard about all the rules and all the stuff, so, a little pleasant surprise.
A little bit daunting, just for like the time limit, because like, oh, you guys gotta do this and this, film and edit everything. It just definitely is stressful. Definitely looks stressful.
I was extremely nervous since it's my first film ever, so it was like extremely nerve-wracking, but I was excited overall.
So, this being your first film, how did you get through it? Like, what helped you?
Probably everyone around me. Like, everyone was pretty respectable, kind of like helped me get through everything. like all of my nervousness kind of just went away.
Well, how did you get started in film?
So how did I get started in film? I have always had a passion for videos and just making content. I was doing it, ironically enough, like when I was like 6 years old, 7 years old. I remember my big iPad and I had iMovie Maker, and I was right in this house. Colton, who is our location owner, they're like my second family. He's been my best friend for over 11 years, and me and him used to make videos and YouTube videos and parodies and trailers and even some really rough cut short films. And you know, I love every aspect of the storytelling. You know?
I've always loved movies, but it wasn't until then where I'm like, okay, what am I really good at? I don't want to work I don't want to work some job I don't want to do. Like, I love movies, you know. I understand them. I love watching them. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna try screenwriting. I loved it. Let's make a film. You know, it's a lot of fun.
I've always been interested in film. Ever since I was a kid, I had my little phone making little short, stupid movies, and you know, I loved watching them, and I loved, in my head, I was watching my favorite movies or listening to my favorite songs and just kind of coming up with a character in my head that fit those descriptions, and that's how I kind of knew. But as far as doing these recent projects that I've been doing, it's recent because I never really found anyone in my friend group that had the same interest as me, and so I never had the opportunities until now.
Writing and working on projects probably the last 5-6 years, something like that. But being interested in it all my life, I've always really been the guy the little kid who's like watching all the DVDs and then going straight to behind the scenes, or even not even watching the movie. I just go straight to behind the scenes on all the DVDs and just watch that, and was just like, that looks awesome.
Film editing, I've been used to this for years. Again, I got certified using Adobe stuff. Certificate and all, framed and everything. So this is not my first rodeo with it. In fact, I wanted to hone in my skills to be a little bit better with it because I haven't really used it like much for these couple of years. So I wanted to like catch up, and this would have probably helped.
I've always been pretty interested. Me and Rod, whenever we were younger, we'd always make little YouTube videos together. Up until like 5th grade, you know, we started getting to school more, didn't have as much time, so we stopped. But now that we're out of school, we have a lot more free time, so we've kind of started doing our own little things. And if Rod has something, I'll always be down to help him out.
This is my first film project where I'm actually there, like watching it, helping out on set, off set. My first film project, I just made the music for the credit scene and a few party scenes. But this is my first like actual in it with it for type.
Well, how did you learn about the project?
I learned about the project because I was fortunate enough to attend the Houston Film Industry Meetup. They have a monthly meetup every Tuesday. I found it online, and I was like, I gotta go. And I met two awesome people. First, Kayla and Charles, and then I met Ruben, and I met Brogan, and I'm sure like a couple of other people that probably aren't here. But from there, you know, we kind of all started hanging out a little more at the meetups, and then they brought up the advertisements for the challenge, and that was really intriguing, you know.
Charlie told me, I think he messaged me and said, hey, there's a 48-hour film project, and I've worked on a bunch of films of his as the sound guy. So it was sort of a given, like, yeah, I'm probably going to do this.
Yeah.
The rod himself, he told me what it was about, if I was ready, or like I could help him, and I gladly accepted. And to be honest, I didn't find out the whole thing until later, but I was able to find more information and tell everybody else about it, what needs to be done.
That is the interview. Thank you, Dakota.
Of course.
Did great.
Of course, appreciate you.
Finish my goddamn donut.